Yeah, the first thing we have is Lars gets a holy day.
It's the Lars Holy Day?
Yep,
Oh, right.
the last
Yes,
day of the
yes,
month.
Lars gets his own holy day, the Lars Day of Holiness.
So you can replenish room points.
Maybe, if I roll successfully.
Yep.
21 January.
Okay, I'm going to take that as not a test roll. That's my actual roll. The test part was a joke. I was joking.
We still need to specify what you're doing to augment and all that kind of stuff. If you want to increase your chances.
Of course. But before we do that,
Yep.
from last session, there was discussion about additional characteristic points, correct?
Yes, there was.
Okay, and I understood that we could add 3 or
You can add
2.
1 point to 3 stats or 2 points to 1 stat.
Okay, so I'm going to add 1 to Con, Dex, and Charisma.
Okay.
All right, is there anything else from that? That's it, right?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so, and for the holy day, what do we need
Although,
to do?
I was going to offer you, if you want to drop your strength by 3 points, you increase your intelligence by 1.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on that.
Okay.
That seems very expensive.
Well, it is. It's intelligence. You don't increase intelligence.
Yeah. It just seems like I rely far more on my fighting ability than my magic using ability, so that would really hurt to lose 3 points in strength right now.
Okay. Okay. So you're going to attempt to augment your worship roll?
Yes.
There's the whole meditation, ritual stuff. Plus, you can make sacrifices and all that kind of thing.
Right, and if I remember correctly, we can sacrifice, or we can spend mana as well.
Yes.
Magic points.
Magic points.
Okay. And
It does say sacrifice magic points.
Yeah.
That's not permanent.
Right. So we have to, minimum is 2, and we have to keep 1, so 3. Right? So
Yep.
15 minus 3 is 12. What's the modifier?
The modifier is plus 10% per bonus, per point.
Okay.
Which is huge compared to all the other sacrifices.
Yeah, it seems odd to me as well.
I was thinking that it might be a misprint to just 1% per point, which would make sense to me with all these other modifier numbers, except that they print it 3 separate times throughout the book.
Okay, so what are you going to house rule something here, or?
Not yet. I'm still thinking on that one.
All right. So that's 110% for 11 points.
Yep.
Okay. And this is a worship roll.
Which begs the question of, what happens on a critical success? I would just say it maxes out the dice instead of rolling them.
Okay, and so this is an instance where we are rolling to replenish. Although I haven't, as far as I know, I haven't spent any.
Oh, you haven't?
I don't think so. Trying to think back. Nobody was injured severely, as I recall.
Well, somebody was.
Right, but
which
I
brings up another point that I need to bring up on a house rule I'm going to implement. But we'll get to that after we're done with your holy day.
So as I recall, other people sacrificed room points to heal. I don't recall having done that myself. In any case, it would have only been a couple of points and then mana points too. So okay, so 110%. Oh, do we get to roll off check marks first?
No, that'll be after the holy day.
Oh wow, okay. All right, so worship Linkermai is at 72%, plus 110 is 182. 182 D100. Okay, not a special, but good enough.
Okay, 2d6 points.
So all right.
I'm assuming the most you would have spent would have been 2, so you get those both back.
Yep.
Okay. So, okay. Something that I've been concerned with, especially after the incident we had with the giant cat chewing somebody's leg off.
Hayden's cat.
Yeah.
That's right.
It technically it didn't come off.
That's true. It didn't. It got mangled beyond
Yes.
repair, right?
Well,
And in the rules, you can only apply first aid once to each wound. What I would like to do is apply that same rule to magical healing. So you can only apply magical healing to one wound at a time, if that makes sense. So if you were hit in the arm for 2 points, you did heal 2 on it, no problems. But if you hit for 3 points, you only did 2 points, that leaves 1 point left that would have to either heal naturally or through first aid. Because otherwise, nobody's doing any natural healing. Does that make sense?
is there already a rule that discusses the requirement to heal or to spend healing time anyway?
No, there isn't.
Okay. So how are you going to handle
Yeah, real-time battles where somebody comes over and heals you, you get wounded again, you come over and say, well, oh, you've already been healed in this.
well, that's the second wound that you could heal. But
Not if you weren't completely healed, see?
Right, you'd have to keep track of each wound separately.
Now it's a paper trail.
I did 3, got 2, 1, 1, 1. And wherever you're tracking your hit points currently, if you're using it in a cell like in a spreadsheet, instead of just adding the numbers in and putting a total in there, you would have, +1, +1, +3, whatever. So you should be essentially having a paper trail already.
Mm-hmm. I remember vaguely having to track each wound separately.
You specifically need to for first aid.
But that wasn't. There was something non-standard about that. Been so long, I don't remember the details now.
so the sum of damage exceeds your actual total. Correct? So if you were to total up all of your body parts as hit points, that would exceed your actual hit points.
Yeah, that's true, yes.
So that scheme then raises a bit of a conundrum as to how that's going to be apportioned. In other words, if I could be full on hit points, but down in hit points in a particular limb. Further.
Well, no, because if you went down in your limb, your total hit points go down with that same amount. If you heal less than that full amount, your total hit points will still be down by the same amount that is down in the limb.
Okay.
So if I get hit for 4 hit points in my arm, and I've only got to heal 2, I do that heal 2 on that one wound in my arm. So that wound gets healed by 2 points, so it's still 2 points not down. Your total hit points are still 2 points down as well. Because they're healed concurrently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're talking about what happens if you're down 2 in your arm and 6 in your abdomen, and the guy heals you for 8 in your abdomen.
Well, you wouldn't be able to. You'd only be able to heal you for 6 in the abdomen.
So the other 2 is lost. This doesn't apply to your total healing.
Well, you just don't spend that much.
Mm-hmm. All right, make it position specific.
Are there spells that heal general hit points as opposed to a wound?
If you took specific total hit point damage, then whatever spell you use to heal that would be just to the general hit points.
And by this new rule, we could only do that once. Is that correct?
Per incident of that happening. For example, like poison. If you got poisoned for 6 points, you healed 4, you're still down by 2, you get poisoned again for 6 points, you can heal 4 more. But now you're down by 4. They'd be counted as separate wounds.
Okay.
What I'm trying to do is make value in first aid besides keeping somebody alive from dying, and to actually have your healing rate mean something. Because otherwise we have not used either of those features. We only use first aid to keep somebody from dying, and we never use the healing rate.
Mm-hmm.
Healing rate's the time away from. Yeah.
Well, healing rate is the amount of hit points you recover per location in 1 week.
Per hour.
Mm-hmm.
In a week, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, with magical healing, it's why spend the week healing?
Right. Yeah, I'm trying. There's the difference between. I want to say looking at it from I want to say the Glorantha perspective and the rules perspective, and just trying to think in real Glorantha, would anybody ever go through natural healing? And the way, in retrospect, the way I think about it is that they probably wouldn't. Which means, why have that mechanic in the book at all if, if healing magic is so common? And it, and again, Glorantha is a magic-rich world.
It also gives greater value to higher level heal spells. A heal 2 is worth more than just a heal 1 being cast twice.
Right, yeah. But I'm just saying, if, I almost, again, I don't have, given the way things are postulated at the moment, what you're saying makes perfectly good sense. I'm almost like I want to ask Chaosium why they even have the healing rate in the rules, because I don't think anybody in real Glorantha the actual, I I imagine that the healing works as written, and that nobody ever heals naturally in Glorantha, and there's no reason to have the rule.
I completely agree with that train of thought.
Mm-hmm. So, but that being said, the fact that they have the rule, and from a game standpoint, what you're saying probably makes the game make more sense. It depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to, um, like you said, give value to the various game mechanics? Or are you trying to make it more like what things really are in Glorantha? But it would be, it's the sort of thing that would make an interesting discussion with some of the Chaosium Glorantha experts.
For
in
you,
the end, I don't know that I have a preference one way or the other.
I was going to ask for you Glorantha experts, is there a case where a PC could be rendered some sort of incapacitated where they cannot regenerate their spirit magic points and not have access to healing magic? Prisoners, can they be treated some way where is there some?
Mm-hmm.
There
And the
is
only
a
thing-
very expensive magical item that keeps you from casting magic.
So
Yeah.
other than that, is there, if you were, chained to a wall in a dungeon, you're going to get your
Magic points
spirit
back.
magic,
Yep.
Yeah.
and you're going to get them back faster than you can heal
Oh
naturally. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes that
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't anticipate us running into a situation for that for this session, but that's something we can experiment with next session.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
See how it plays out. It would also increase the risk of running into combat.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that you can't just automatically, well, not automatically, but fairly easily get all the hit point damage you take, back quickly, versus
It might take.
if you get hit pretty hard a couple of times, you may not be able to get healed back from that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Not during that combat session. If
Right.
you survive, maybe over a couple of
Curious.
the next day after somebody else regenerates.
For example, if you get impaled in the leg, for double leg hit points, that's 10 points of damage. If you only got to heal 2, well, I also want to implement bleeding rules for amputated limbs as well. But, a heal 2 or first aid would stop the bleeding, so you don't lose the limb. And then you heal 2 points, so you're still -8. You can't use the leg. You can do first aid on it, we can get you up to maybe 3. Oh, if you do it a critical, it'd be up to 6. But it would take, a week until you could actually start walking around with that massive of a wound.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you're prevented from having multiple people do heal 2s on the one wound each day. Is it each day, or is it just once ever?
Once for that wound.
Once ever.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So nickel dime stuff you'll be able to heal up,
way.
but these massive ones will take time to heal.
It's a good thing it's been more than a week and Voskander's healed up. So he was willing to roll up another character,
I was totally ready to, yeah. I had a cool idea and everything, but I don't think I would be able to convince my dad anyway.
I'd have to go back to my bison rider too, or my duck.
You had a duck?
I had a duck.
I'm just gonna make a duck.
I have a duck in the other in a different game. You're very rude people.
They certainly can be.
Okay.
Okay, so while we're thinking about that, we've got an end of season phase to do.
Is Lars done?
His worship thing is done, yes.
Okay.
We made the worship roll. It got his rune points back, if he had even used them.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so experience checks. Look over your sheet. Does anybody need reminders on how experience checks works? Experience checks work?
You got to roll higher than what you got.
That's right, but you get to add your category bonus to the die roll. So if you got a +5 on your manipulation skills, then you get to add 5 to the die roll for all of your weapon skills.
This last time, what did you do? Mostly just combat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Oh, there was a bunch of tracking and stuff went on as well.
I'll join the cavalry.
Okay.
Literally. Yeah.
Okay, so actually I've got a spreadsheet I need to pull up on this one.
What was the name of the overall king that taxed the queen?
Keller, Starbrow.
Yeah, well, she didn't tax the queen. Well, the queen didn't tax her, but she called out for armies to meet, and that was Kalir Starbrow. She's the prince.
Kalir Starbrow. Is the prince?
Yep.
Above
she's the tribal prince above the clan queen.
Okay.
Viscandor.
Mm-hmm.
You're Bison's cavalry trained, right? Or not?
Yes. It is cavalry trained. It's not war trained. That's what we were trying to discuss earlier.
Yeah.
Did you
Costs too much to get a war.
Did you want to join the cavalry or go heavy infantry?
Heavy infantry.
Okay.
I'm wearing my giant cat skin, carrying my battle axe. Chop some dudes up.
That's right. You will notice that the cat skin is not as big as it used to be.
What? I've been cheated.
It has shrunk.
Lars.
Now, it's still big enough to be a cloak.
Okay.
It's just not as huge as it used to be. And everyone else will notice that their claws are not as big as they used to be as well.
Means magic ran out.
Arrestra, you gonna do heavy infantry?
Mute Mike.
We're not just getting any sound. It's not muted. I just don't think we're getting sound.
Yeah, we're not getting any sound. Thumbs up. Heavy infantry. Okay. Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Oh my gosh! Did you just quote a meme?
Is that a meme?
No,
Yes.
It's more like marine talk.
it is.
Yeah.
No, it's Bear Grylls.
I don't even know who that is. But the Marine Corps has been saying that for decades.
Forever. Yeah.
I'm assuming
Okay,
Supatai
what
will
is
be
that-
with
is
the
that Bear
scouts.
Grylls meme?
That's sort of like saying, leader, get out of the way, right? Lead follower, get out of the way.
It's similar to that,
A
yeah.
lead fog. Yeah.
Lars, what's your intention?
What are the link am I doing?
They will be supporting
Logistics, huh?
from the Queen's line.
Okay. Well, I will inquire as to where I would be wanted or needed.
Okay, they will certainly take you with them. Okay.
Of course, I would inquire if there's any noble cav,
Oh yeah, they'll be
Some-
they'll be
some-
cavalry.
I know it's cavalry, but is there like a household cavalry where
Oh, the
all the
Queen's
nobles are
household?
gathered, like a shock troop cavalry?
Well, by definition, all cavalry are shock
Elite.
troops.
Elite,
Well, you know what I'm
elite
talking
cavalry.
Usually they gather the nobles into one unit and all anyone who can ride is something else. The yeomanry somewhere else.
Only the nobles
Typically, they don't
know
have.
how to ride.
Only
So
nobles
the
know how to
cavalry
ride.
is made up of the nobles.
Oh, I see what you're
Now,
saying.
is
Only
there a
nobles know-
household cavalry for the Queen? Probably, but you would not be invited to join them at this point.
All right. Not enough renown.
Something like
reputation.
that. Okay, I need
Don't
to
have
do
enough
that.
money to buy my way in.
Okay, my room points are
Income.
Okay. So, I forgot where I heard about this, but somebody recommended using the Bushido rules for battle
Fun.
to give some depth to mass combat rather than simply making your battle roll, and that's the results you end up with. So,
Yeah, I used to play
the combat,
Bushido about
the day,
20
where are we?
20
Okay.
years ago.
So we are set up. In fact, we can look at the picture now. If you look at the picture,
Yep.
see here's the creek. Is my mouse showing up on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the creek, right? Here's the two sisters, and here's the what's it called? One Top Hill or something like that. Oh, I should right here. Old Top Hills. Okay, so this is where Kalir is setting up her combat lines. Is here on the old Top Hill, and there are 4 other clan armies here. One of which is us, the Kalimar, and so we've actually got this far side.
Oh, the left flank. Okay.
Where are they marching down or from?
They're coming down from here,
North.
across this road. They're going to cross the bridge.
So this is a lunar invasion?
Yeah.
Arr.
But they'll also be
Okay.
sending guys straight across the creek itself. So there'll be some initial fighting up here on the bridge. But the Lunars have taken the town
Subutai will pick them off.
on Wild Day of Movement Week. And at dawn on God Day is when they will initiate their attack up and into the hills. And there'll be some guys coming down this direction too to try and cover their flank. Okay, so the day is broken up into a number of battle turns.
Cool.
And for each battle turn, you need to make a decision of your particular, what's the word they use? They call it a mode. Yeah, let's call it the general mode. So you can either be... Oh shoot, I lost it. You can either be courageous, dutiful, or cautious. Being courageous will add 2 to your 2d6 roll. And obviously increases the risk, but increases the chance of reward, that kind of deal. Dutiful is just a straight roll. If you're going to be cautious, you subtract 2 from your 2d6 roll, which obviously decreases the risk, decreases the chance of reward.
So do you do it by type of unit first, or what? By individual?
Well, we'll do it by each of us.
Within the context of our wherever we're assigned?
Right, yeah. So let's go ahead and start with Lars.
Question?
Yes.
Do any of our skills come into play with respect to the 2d6 roll?
No.
Okay, so it's just a straight up roll, and we just get to decide how aggressive we are.
Exactly.
All right, I will be courageous because I hate lunars. So.
Okay. So roll your 2d6 and add 2. Is that a 5?
5.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. 5 in the morning. Okay. Roll a d3.
Three.
Okay. And you will end up having taken 2 points of damage. This is just going off of total hit points. Okay, we'll skip Subutai. Arestra.
And I'm going to be courageous because I'm a crazy death cultist, and I have a very high battle skill.
Okay. 2d6
In
plus
fact,
2.
My battle is 96.
That will come into play eventually, just not yet.
Good. 2d6 plus 2.
Yes.
14.
Woo.
Wow, you can't do much better than that.
14. No, you can't.
Or much worse than that. I don't know. We'll find out.
I'm dead. Okay.
No, you're not dead. Roll a d6 and add 1.
Two.
2. 1 and 1 is 2.
Okay, and you will take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Engrilar.
Cavalry, you know what the cavalry is. Gotta be courageous.
Okay, 2d6 plus 2.
Total's 8.
8, okay. Roll a d3.
2.
Okay. The Scandor.
Mm-hmm.
Courageous, dutiful, or cautious?
Courageous.
Okay, 2d6 plus 2.
I think it'd be reckless. That's the difference.
13.
Okay.
You two are doing really well.
Yeah.
Roll a d6 plus 1.
2 plus 1, 3.
Saves. That's true.
Okay. By this time, Yelm has reached his zenith. And there's a great ruckus behind the Queen's line. Lots of magic going off.
Mm-hmm.
Lars. Courageous or dutiful?
Courageous.
Okay, 2d6 plus 2.
I assume if you didn't tell us we're not, you didn't say anything, then we're not damaged.
Correct, yes.
Okay. No, not wounded.
9.
1d3.
3.
From where you are, you can see that lunar magicians have appeared behind Queen Laik, well, behind Prince Kalir's lines. And some of them have come your way. You actually get to fight off a lunar officer.
Ooh.
Arestra. Courageous or
Courageous.
dutiful? 2d6,
Courageous.
2d6 plus 2.
9.
Roll a d3.
Two.
You also see these lunar magicians, and a group of lunars have come up behind you, and you also have an encounter with a lunar Tarshite officer. Ingrelar.
Mm-hmm.
Courageous or dutiful?
Well, I figured I'd be dutiful since there's commotion behind me.
Okay, so straight 2d6.
5.
Okay. You also notice this ruckus of lunar magic behind the lines and have an encounter with lunar soldiers.
I don't have to roll a D anything.
Nope. The Scandor. Courageous or dutiful?
Always courageous.
Okay. 2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2. Oh, 14.
Jeez. 2 14s. At least we didn't have any ones.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Roll a d6, add 1.
Add 1?
Mm-hmm.
5.
Okay. At this point, Queen Laika takes charge of the army, using the Kalimar army to push the lunar Tarshites past Two Sisters and towards the creek.
Alright, here we go. Push, push, push.
Lars.
Courageous.
Okay, 2d6 plus 2.
6.
Roll a d3.
2.
Arestra. 2d6 plus 2.
Yes. Six.
Roll a d3.
Two.
Ingrillar.
Oh, I'm going to chase him into the
Courageous,
water.
Dutiful, or cautious?
Courageous. I'm chasing him into the water.
Okay, 2d6 plus 2.
Drive him into the sea. That's what I like. 11.
Roll a d6 plus 1.
5.
As you're doing your push towards the river, you also have another. You have. This is the first time an encounter with a
No, that's the
Tarshite
second
officer.
time. That's the second time.
Well, you had an encounter with lunar troops before. This is actually an officer. This is a little different.
Oh, I just assumed. Okay.
Viscandor. Courageous, dutiful, or cautious? Actually, courageous or dutiful. You can't do cautious at this point.
At this point, I'm taking a plus 2, so
Okay.
7.
7 is 1d6.
5.
And you take 2 points of damage.
Oh gosh. So nothing cool happens to me. All right.
Not this
Awesome.
time.
You could get killed in this thing.
The push towards the creek continues. Lars.
All right.
Courageous or dutiful?
Courageous.
Okay. 2d6 plus 2.
Courageous. 8.
8. Roll a d6.
4.
Okay. Arestra. 2d6 plus 2.
10.
Roll a d6 plus 1.
6.
And you have another encounter with a lunar officer. Ingrillar.
Well, we're being very pushy, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Courageous?
I'll keep going. I'll go courageous.
Okay. 2d6 plus 2.
It's only a 7.
Okay. Roll a d6.
6.
And you take 2 points of damage. Viscandor.
Courageous. 9.
Roll a d6.
1.
Okay. At this point, the armies are pushing the lunar Tarshites into the creek.
Yay.
They have all but broken. Lars. Courageous, cautious, dutiful.
Courageous.
Okay.
Courageous.
2d6 plus 2. Roll a d3.
2.
Arestra. 2d6 plus 2.
It's automatic.
Well, she said.
9. Niner.
Okay, roll a d6 plus 1.
4.
Ingrilar. Courageous or dutiful?
Oh, I guess dutiful.
Okay.
6.
Roll a d6.
6.
Vaskandor.
Just
Okay.
12.
Roll 2d6.
Ooh, break their backs.
12.
12.
Okay. And the lunar army has broken. They are fleeing to the north.
Hoorah, hoorah.
A couple hours later is nightfall. Now, something that I did on this was the amount of damage people were taking.
Uh-huh.
Because it's designed for characters with like twice as many hit points as we would have. So I adjusted the damage to just 1 or 2 points instead of a D3 or a D6. But with the minimal amount of damage that was coming through, maybe it's because there's just so many points on the columns that have actual damage inflicted, that next time I do this, I'm going to go ahead with a D3 and the D6.
Ooh.
Okay.
That could put you down.
It could, yeah. Okay, so now we get to figure out recognition and honors. So okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
like reputation
5.
points.
5. Okay, so five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2, 4, 6, 6, 12. 4, 16. 2, 3, 8. 12 is 20. 10, 13, 14. 6. Okay. So Lars, roll percentile.
43.
43. Arestra, percentile.
53.
Ingrilar, percentile.
71.
Viscandor, percentile.
19.
Oh, we can go to the family history and put down Battle of Two Sisters.
It's the Battle of Five Queens.
Oh. Maybe they're sisters too.
Okay,
Wow.
So the next day, we find out that Kalir is dead. As are two of the queens. Do I have their names here? I thought I did.
All queens?
I believe so. I don't remember her name now, but the queen of the Milani tribe. Does that sound familiar to everybody?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She is
I
dead.
remember the Milani.
What else do you remember about the Milani tribe?
Which one are those? I don't know.
Weren't they the ones that were the neighbors that we had to deal with last time?
That's true. That clan belongs to them, but also the Nemolding clan belongs to them.
Right, okay. I knew that we were friends with the Nemolding. But I didn't remember what tribe they were.
Yep. In fact, there's 3 clans of the Milani that are borders with us. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, hadn't we been up in there doing something?
You've been doing good things with the Nemolding clan. Your honorary members.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's because of Famous Bell.
Yep.
We've got that tattoo.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here. King Ranulf of the Culbray tribe is dead, as is Queen Amalda of the Milani.
Okay.
The Kalimar, are now the most powerful tribe present, so we are taking possession of Kalir's body.
Mm-hmm.
And Queen Laika will be making a trip to Boldholm with the body. And a number of high-ranking folks will be invited to come along with her, of which your group is going to be among those.
Oh, good.
Old home?
That's the capital.
Okay. After the battle, but before we head to Boldholm, we're at Clearwine, and the Queen will be holding celebrations isn't the right word, but congratulations to the whole clan, right? Everybody's gonna be coming through. She'll reward leaders and individuals and that kind of stuff. Excuse me. And I need my sheet back. Where'd my sheet go? There it is. Okay. So she has a war chest of silver where she is paying people out. And because she knows each of you individually, she will reward you individually. Lars, I'm not sure how much cash she's going to give you. I have to figure that out. But Ingrilar, you're going to get 20 silver. And Arestra and Voskandor, you're going to get 15 silver. Plus there's more stuff coming up. Okay. Okay, Lars, 65 silver.
He did something right.
Arestra, 80 silver. Engrilar, 60 silver. And Voskandor, 130 silver.
This is in addition to the original number you gave us?
Yes, it is. Also, Lars, she gives you a... Shoot, I forgot what they're called, but an actual gold coin. Arestra, you get 2 gold... Yeah, wheel, there we go, a gold wheel. Arestra, you get 2 gold wheels. Engrilar, you get 2 gold wheels.
Cool.
Okay, last thing, Lars, 4. Okay, Lars, another 32 silver. Arestra, another 40 silver. And what she'll do is, as she's handing this out, she'll be recounting deeds that she's been told that you guys were involved with throughout the day.
Yeah.
And Viscondor, 65 silver.
Who?
Viscondor.
Oh, Viscondor. I thought you said Gondor. Who's that?
Sorry. Okay, so now we can look at doing our battle rolls for mass combat, which should be under the skills, right? Under battle in the skills
Yes.
section, it talks about that.
Yep.
And I need to look at that really quick to see how I'm going to take what we did here and implant
Page 176.
it. 6, okay. Thank you.
176.
Okay. Okay, Lars, you can make your battle skill roll.
Can he augment it?
Yeah, well, he gets a bonus of 43%.
Okay. So I was gonna say that, you know, those people that like hate lunars or something might want to use their passions.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna. Did Lars want to do that? I can't hear him.
Yeah, I can't either.
Sorry. I have a 40% in the skill. I rolled an 11 plus whatever the modifier was. 40, did you say?
43, but did you want to augment
43.
with your hate lunar passion?
I think Oh, that's 80. I think I've already got a special, right? So augmenting won't make any difference.
But it could give you a check on your hate Lunar's passion.
True.
Or you could do loyalty to Kalimar.
I would rather do loyalty. Yeah, I'll do loyalty. Actually, no. I don't want to miss the roll.
Is your
No,
loyalty
I'm
that
not
low?
going to do that.
Okay, but you got special, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so you get a check mark on battle skill.
I don't see where that might be.
It's in the battle results table chart on 176.
No, I mean, but is it in our
Knowledge, left-hand column, third under knowledge.
It's a knowledge thing.
Correct.
Knowledge
Battle is,
thing.
yes. Battle is.
Knowledge. Oh, there it is.
A check mark for
Oh,
your
you
3
had-
best weapon skills.
It even has a check mark for battle, doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Ooh, we get a power experience check. And 1d3 reputation.
Okay, I'll roll. Do you want me to roll all that up? So D3. And that's a 2. So that's plus 2 rep, right?
Yep.
And the power roll.
Well, don't do that just yet.
All right.
Because all the
It's
check
an
marks are done at the end of
experience
season
check.
phase.
Okay.
Right. Experience check.
Okay, so Arestra, you get a plus 53.
I will endeavor. Okay. Plus 53. And I will endeavor to invoke my loyalty to Sartar.
Okay.
Since the Prince of Sartar is leading us.
Yep.
Ooh, I rolled a 4 and my ability is 70.
Holy cow.
I wish I had saved my 4 for my but
Oh, for your battle roll?
my battle roll, but that's
Is-
okay.
Is that enough for a crit, or is that still just a special? Or do you know?
It's on a 70. I don't think so, but I'm trying to flip
70 is a
through
4.
70 is a 4?
Yep.
Ooh,
So that's plus 50
Then plus 50 more?
on your battle roll. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
That
And
puts
my
you at
battle
what?
ability is 96.
So that's what?
199.
Okay, roll.
I think you have in the old rules mastery.
Yeah.
Well, even in these rules, is mastery.
I rolled an 82.
Oh, that's a success, though, right?
You just succeeded.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can't fail.
Normal success.
So you get a
Ooh,
check.
yes.
You get a check on battle skill and your 2 highest weapons.
Right. I'm going to assume that my shield is one of my weapons,
That's fine. You know what?
because that was what makes most sense.
You know what, guys? Go ahead and make these rolls now.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't make any sense that you were just successful with, 1 or 2 weapons kind of thing. So it'll give battle more of a value. Okay. Angrolar.
Yeah. I will do my loyalty to Kalimar. Right?
Okay.
And I failed.
Ooh.
Oh well, 96.
You're despondent.
I'm despondent.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you fail.
On a passion.
Uh,
Yeah,
So
passions
sad.
have that kind of thing going on. Is it on this
I
chart?
tell you, I have the worst timing luck. Everybody takes 3 steps forward, and I take 1 back.
Here we go.
All right,
Let's
so
see.
now I'm supposed to a battle check with a minus
Passion.
problem. Wow.
You subtract
Would-
10 from any further rolls made duration for this situation.
Okay. Okay. So battle, any pluses on the battle?
Yeah, I'll give you 71.
71, and then it's minus 10, so it's a 61. Right?
Yep.
61, so it's 101. 11.
That's a special.
It's a check mark on battle.
Yep. And your 3 highest weapons and a power check.
Okay,
And you get
so
1d3 reputation.
power check 93, 55.
Every little bit helps.
Yep.
And my short sword. Okay, and would you say a power check?
Yep.
Is that the 21 minus my power times 5 thing?
Yes, it is.
So 21 minus 14 is 7 times 5 is 35. 35. And I rolled a 0-2.
Okay.
Your power goes up.
By a d3 minus 1.
So it's just there's no criticals or specials on that roll, huh? It's just
No.
a pass fail.
Yep.
Power, I rolled a 3, which is a 2, right? Goes to a 1.
Yes.
3s and 4s on a d6 are 2, right?
Mhm.
So I my power goes up immediately, right?
Yeah.
Or is that just
No, go ahead and do that
do I
now.
get? All right, but do I get a check mark or not?
You just did your check mark.
Okay, so we worked off the check mark.
Yeah. Same. Go ahead and do the same with the weapons and stuff too, in the battle.
And you said something about reputation.
1d3.
5 and 6 is 3. Yeah, reputation's getting up there. Okay. Somewhere along the line, I guess we have to go back and adjust my sheet for all these upgrades. Okay,
Yep.
so you want us to go ahead and roll on the check marks now?
Yeah,
Roll
go ahead and
them
do that
off?
now.
So it's just a base roll with no modifiers, right?
Well, you have to roll higher than the skill, but you get to add your category modifier to the die roll, just like normal.
Right, near impossible. So 66 and 15 is not even close. 38, 48, 54. Okay, that goes up. And it's a +3 or a d6, correct?
Yes.
Take off my check mark. And the last one, 36, 46, 51. It's a fail. Okay. I'm done, I guess.
Okay. Vaskandor.
And the battle, do we leave it checked or uncheck it?
Go ahead and uncheck it and make the roll.
Right, it's a skill check, like the others.
That one didn't have any extra numbers to it, or did it have extra numbers?
It's a normal experience check, so you add your knowledge bonus to your die roll and roll over your ability, just like your weapons.
Okay, I succeeded. Okay, I'm done with all my check marks.
Okay. Viscondor. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you going to attempt to augment your battle
Yeah.
skill roll? With what?
Hate lunars.
Okay, go for it.
I rolled a 12. So, yes,
What is your hate lunars?
it's 70%.
Okay, so that should be a special, right? Yeah, that's a
yeah.
special. So plus 30.
Okay.
And you get
Piece
a
of-
plus 19 on top of that.
Piece of minus 10.
Yeah.
So plus 49 to your battle skill. What is it?
Yep, it is 108.
Okay, roll.
Oh, wow. 7.
Okay, that's not enough for a crit though, but it's still special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So
How much would it need to be for a crit?
I think it's still 5. It
Yeah.
might be 6. I think it's still 5 though.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Okay.
still 5. Okay,
Not fair.
so
Everybody got a special but me.
so
Didn't you have a 200% too?
but he
Yeah,
got a regular
right.
success. He rolled a negative 80 something.
Yeah, I rolled an 82.
Okay, so check your battle, your 3 highest weapon skill percentages, your power. You get a plus 1d3 to reputation, and go ahead and roll those increases, those increased checks.
Okay.
That was kind of fun, that fighting
Yeah.
them back.
That's not going to happen.
So I suppose if we rolled lots of low numbers,
It's also not
then the tide of battle could have been against us.
Well, since I actually knew the results of this battle, no.
Oh, it was pre.
Yeah,
Okay.
this one is prearranged.
You were just doing what the PCs did on the battlefield.
Exactly. Yep.
Right.
And I need to look into some of the modifications for what kind of bonus, how to do the bonus to the battle skill roll. I need to adjust that. Plus the inflicting the full damage. But otherwise, I think it all worked out fairly well.
Yeah.
So we lost 3 of the 3 nobles, huh? Or nobility. Royals.
Yeah, well, we lost the prince. That's
huge.
bad news. Yeah.
That means someone's going to try and grab for the throne. Got my money on Queen Laika.
Oh, yeah. Plus, she's going to find a way to bring the Nemoldings over.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That'll be a power move. Like it.
Yeah. Do it while the politics above you is occupied with other things.
Hope there's nobody above her.
Yeah,
So-
not anymore. That's
That's what I'm saying. While they try to establish who's going to be the next prince.
Yeah.
That might have to be earned. But
They have to have some big competition.
Hey, Lars,
Mm-hmm.
your base pay for the battle is 10 lunars.
Okay.
I need to revisit all of that as well. Okay, so the rest of this all worked out all right.
Yeah.
Save and close that out. Okay, so. Oh, that's right.
So
We're
now-
back at Clearwine still.
2
And
wheel.
Queen Laika is taking Killer Starbrow's body to Boldholm. You all are invited. A number of other nobles are invited with their retinue, including that group that you guys have seen twice now coming out of the Queen's chambers either before or after you've had visits with her.
Mm-hmm.
These guys. I scowl.
Those guys?
Well, you know one of them
I
is
don't know.
Vostor, the clan chieftain's son.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hello, cousin.
Mm-hmm. And a couple of the girls look familiar.
Hello, cousins.
But we're all part of the caravan to Boldholm. Okay.
So can you scroll this map to show us where Boldholm is?
Boldholm is not on this map.
Out. Oh.
But it's off to the east.
But I do have, I believe, a map with...
Yeah, I know you do because you've had it up before. I've seen it.
I've got the wrong glasses. I can't see a thing. Or maybe my eyes are getting old and tired.
Yeah. It's that time of night.
Clear wine. Let's take a look at this map.
Oh, I remember why the camera doesn't work.
Why do pictures
have
take
to
so
probably-
long?
Probably had to do something because I was on Skype yesterday and I didn't reset the computer.
Hmm.
I think we figured that.
Oh, that's what happened last time, yeah. Okay, this map is a map of all the geos, which is a chain of inns all throughout the area. So here's the creek, right? Runegate. They have one.
Mm-hmm.
There's not. There's Apple Lane. So the clear wine is down in this area here.
Mm-hmm.
But along the King's Road from Duck Point through Williams Church up to Boldholm. Actually, Boldholm might be on this map. You know what? It is. I'm sorry. It's just got a
I knew
weird
you
shape.
had a. I was going to say I knew you had a map with it on. I just didn't remember.
Where and which one?
Right.
Yeah, let me change windows again. I'm just so used to it being, the Kalmar area. I don't remember, always think about Boldholm being there. Here we go. So there's clear wine over here. This is Boldholm over here in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
The Dragon Newt City. Ooh.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with them necessarily.
No.
Yeah, so there's a road. Comes down to a place over here where we cross the stream. Comes over to Wilmskirk. And then we're on the King's Road to Boldholm.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be on that procession, bringing her
Gotta go
into
around.
Boldholm. So, as somebody was mentioning about power grabs, there's a lot of fear and uncertainty permeating the clans.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you can take a boat from Clearwine over to Wilmskirk.
Yep. There's a drawing map, whatever, of Boldholm on the back of the back covers of the book too.
Yep.
Yep. city of Boldholm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the news of Kalir's death is spreading grieving and fear.
Mm-hmm.
Her kin.
She's from Boldholm?
No, but that's where the prince hangs out. It's the capital of
Right.
Sartar. But she's not from Boldholm.
Okay.
In fact, she's not even from the Kalimar tribe, and historically, the Kalimar tribe has produced the prince. Okay, but her kin insist that she be laid in state for a full week to see if she can't return from her death.
Ah.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Killer Starbrow is a hero. Things are a little different from heroes, but that's not to say that if you died, we couldn't try and do a hero quest to the underworld and bring your spirit back to your body.
Right.
That's hard stuff, though.
Doing it herself.
That's you never know.
She might just wake up alive. Jesus.
She might.
Hold off on the funeral pyre.
Mm-hmm.
However, at the end of that week, mobs are preventing her from being burnt. And so her body is laying in state upon a pyre on the Orlanth Temple in Boldholm.
Okay.
After another week, there are riots in the street. People coming to blows.
Wow.
No one can.
What is the?
What's the what?
What's the contention?
Oh, on who should be the next prince, or whether or not we should burn her or not.
Okay.
No,
So
give her more time. Give her more time. No, she doesn't have any Startar blood in her. It needs to be a Kalimar. You know, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Well, reminds me of Game of Thrones, where the king got kind of ripe up there or the
Yeah.
Tywin Lannister got kind of ripe up there on the.
Yeah, word's being spread about that she's the last of a royal house and is without an heir.
Right.
Civil strife. I think it's about a good place to end.
So the tribal, I'm almost done here. The tribal chiefs are having debates every night in the prince's palace. You know, we all know that Queen Lika is the most powerful leader here. You know, she could probably reunite the other clan chieftains under her.
Cool.
In fact, Vostor and that group that he's with, they're summoned to the Queen's presence. And then they take off the next day, leaving Boldholm and heading out to Prax.
What are they going to Prax for?
You don't know.
It's a long way to Prax, huh?
It's now been 3 weeks with her body laying in state, untouched by rot or decay.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I was going to ask, are there spells that can be
Why they
used?
haven't burned her yet.
You would think there probably is. But then one morning, there's a cry throughout the streets, and everybody comes running out, and the pyre is burning. That afternoon, Queen Laika packs up everybody, and we travel back to Clearwine.
Leaving Boldholm?
Yep.
Yeah.
So was it on purpose or?
Well, somebody did it on purpose.
I mean, someone running out and screaming is a little bit different than being like, "Oh, okay, we all decided she's burning tonight."
No, it's like people are surprised. I mean, they came out, they see the pyre burning, they start yelling an alarm, but once the pyre's going, there's no stopping it.
Surprised it lasted 3 weeks without someone just running up there and lighting it.
Yeah.
Well, she had to be
If it
moved
was
from
America, it'd take 3 hours. Ugh.
Take it over. Intrigues. So in those 3 weeks, I imagine almost ran out of a month there, didn't we?
Yep.
Of course, there's 90 days in a season? Equivalent
50,
of 3 months?
56. There's 8 weeks. So we will do, if you guys want, we'll go ahead and quit now. And we'll start next session with the end of season phase for fire season. And we'll see what has coming for us during Earth season.
Okay.
Sound good?
Great.
All right.
Yes. Interesting way to run the quick
Yeah.
battle.